Fight!
Hey guys, welcome to season 4, episode 6 of the MKAU show. Today we have reoccurring guests. We have Brashy.
Howdy, you going?
We have Shaven Wookie.
Howdy.
The Boss Man, Sub-Zero 2K.
Howdy.
And today we have a brand new guest, which is Matthias, who is part of our stream team. Everyone say hey to Matthias.
Hi, Matthias.
Hi,
Oh,
Matthias.
say it with your chest.
He's one of our newest stream team recruits. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, go for it.
My name's Matthias, and I play a lot of video games. Mostly GTA RP at the moment. That's kind of got me hooked.
Yep, and where do you stream? Where can we find you?
Right here on Twitch.
Right here on Twitch. Well, we're a bit all over.
Well, so a bit all over, yeah. We're on YouTube, right? So on Twitch, I should say.
So
I'll put links in the description to Maddie's
Twitch
OnlyFans. I mean Twitch links.
It's a well-kept secret, thank you.
So while he's talking about that he plays GTA roleplay, what have we been playing at MKAU lately? Matt, do you want to talk about your roleplay and what server you play on and stuff?
I'm currently on Echo RP, so it's pretty fun. It's an East Coast server. It's just living a civilian life, Just no criminal activity for my character right now.
Which is different.
He's trying to become...
Most people play like cops or.
And I found that kind of boring.
Cops, I think, to be honest, yeah.
Crimson Cops.
Yeah, and I found it kind of boring. Like everybody was doing the same thing, and everyone's just like they're doing banks and they're being chased, or they're chasing people who are doing banks. So yeah. Anyway, I'm doing trying to become like a CEO of a weed shop called White Widow. So.
Nice. Whenever I dip in and watch you, you're just loitering, bro. You're just standing on a corner, talking with a bunch of women.
He's loitering and trying to pick up girls. That's all he's doing.
He is.
Isn't that what CEO's supposed to do? They just hire other people to do all the work, and then CEO just gets contacts just to make sure to keep business going.
Look, you're practically a CEO already. You know it. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maddie's working the corner, not the chicks. Maddie's on the corner.
Oh, shit, that was a given.
He's got to sell that product.
That's so funny.
No, but I don't do like a lot of my heavy lifting when I'm streaming because it can be quite tedious and repetitive, and so I do a lot of other stuff where I just try and develop the character itself. Like his development with certain people always expands and develops his story.
And he make money.
Yeah, I probably got the most money sitting in my. You get like a residual check every 40 something minutes, so and it's only like $25. So everyone tell everybody I'm unemployed. I literally am unemployed, but I got like $110,000 just sitting there, just doing nothing.
Benefits.
So I still do other stuff.
Benefits.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's a good time. It's
actually more complicated than people, I think, understand of roleplay.
I think the harder part is the terminology. Like to not break when saying certain things is probably the most difficult part. It sort of becomes second nature, but then there are times I'm playing with a couple people and I've known them outside of RP, and I'll start saying their name. I'll be like if you were there, Stace, I'll be like, oh, Stace, this, and then it's like, who's Stace? You know what I mean? Because you're
trying to stay in character.
Yeah.
Your persona. Yeah, that I think it's cool. What have you been up to, Wookie? We'll go to Brashy last because he's been playing heaps.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm just thinking that GTA RP right now. A friend of mine gave me an idea ages ago. I used to do Arma 3 roleplay, and a friend of mine was internal affairs for the police. So he'd be a criminal and a police officer. So anything comes up, he'd just be investigating himself. So it's a really good play there. But
yeah, that would be a good play.
Yeah, it's best of both worlds. I was in Bigfoot's tournament for Siege.
I was going to bring that up later, but I'm glad you bring
we've
that up.
We've been just doing the casuals, and we've done the first tournament, which was on Sunday. I played not quite well at all, personally, but that's just I was a bit flaky that day, a bit cloudy in the head, so shooting on teammates isn't exactly preferred. But it's one of those things.
You were more excited to get in the commentary, I think.
Yeah, and that's where I was very much excited, especially when we did the casuals beforehand a few weeks ago, and I was really excited to doing that when I was asked to co-commentate in between doing matches. Just mainly because Bigfoot knows that I can just keep the conversation going and not actually say anything really at all, but still be entertaining.
We know.
Yeah, and that's probably the reason why I'm here tonight as well, which is fantastic.
You're
It's
good
been a
at
while.
talking.
Give it the gab when I can, or I'm hyped up on juiced energy drinks. That does help as well. But it's that's what I've been playing, and just latest review was Beyond the Wire as well. First person shooter based on World War One. Was that check out the review there. It is an enjoyable game, but I don't want to spoil anything for it. But I'd highly recommend checking out the review when it does when it's released. Besides that, that's pretty much it. Work and stuff, and hyping up myself for PAX as well. So
That's another thing I was gonna bring up.
yeah, well, I've got to update some information for everyone for the MKAU crew and see exactly what our itinerary is, and
Yes.
it's just hyped up for it and excited. So
Yeah, it's less than 3 months now, right?
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I want to do itinerary because we've got actually quite a large accommodation, and it does cater for a bit of a, let's say, a soiree, possibly. Just a personal
Put that
one.
out there.
Yeah, I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's my name on the booking.
Yeah.
So, but it does have a significant area for a good gathering, and I was just gonna see what our itinerary is, whether we can have something, because I know it's someone's birthday
It is someone's
during that
birthday.
time period, and I wouldn't mind see if we can
Yeah.
arrange
Organize
something.
something.
Exactly. So I'll keep in contact and
Yeah.
see what we can do.
Yeah. What about you, Sab? What have you been up to?
Oh man, mostly just catching up on everything I'm behind in. I haven't played a lot of games. Bit of Siege, bit of Outriders with you the other night. Back on a
Yep.
bit of Sniper Elite in between a few things, but that's about it.
Yeah, the only thing I've really
I just
I'm
haven't
with Subby
had
on that.
much
I've
time.
just been working. Played Outriders. That was fun. Played the new DLC. That was really cool. I like the
Short,
changes. That game's very
short, but
underrated, actually. Like, it was so weird. That was a game that came out. It was really good. And it was really good because you were so overpowered. Like, you literally slaughtered everything when it first came out. And then they super nerfed it, and then it got bad. Like, it was just boring after that, and it was too hard. And after playing the DLC, I really enjoyed it. So, but yeah, I've been busy too, just doing MK reviews and edits and all sorts of stuff. What have you been up to, Brash?
Oh, a bit of everything. Smashing out a bit of League, because they got their Star Guardian event on at the moment.
Yep.
I started playing My Time in Portia, which is a
Yep.
mobile game I reviewed a little while back that they ported to console. So
What's it
I
called?
picked that up and started playing that. My Time in Portia. Yeah, it's basically like you're a builder and you have to it's sort of like you have a workshop and you have to build stuff for people like chairs, tables, and stuff like that. And you have to go into dungeons and farm up, and you have to go chop down trees for wood and stone.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
metals
actually
and all
remember
that.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, I was playing a bit of that. I've been playing a whole bunch of old games since I've got the exclusive, that PS Plus exclusive. So I got like the original Abe's Odyssey. I was playing that for a bit. Tekken 2. Started Technomancer, which came out a few years ago. I've been playing that. Just got Stray this afternoon, so I was playing that. What's one of the other big ones I was playing? I started playing Dragon's Dogma again.
Oh, dude, that game is
Dark
so
Riser.
hard.
I
Switch.
yeah, I played that years ago, and then like it popped up in my thing and it was like $10. I'm like, sweet, and I'll grab that.
Yeah.
So I've been playing like anything I can really go. My library now is so full of just all these free games that I've just got. I'm just slowly working my way through.
So what do you think of PlayStation Plus?
I reckon at the moment, if you don't mind spending the money, like you might as well get it. But if you don't really want to spend the money, I really honestly wouldn't get it yet. The library's not like there's a fair few games in it, but it's not that full at the moment. And the game like there's only from when I look at it, like I can only see a few games that I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be cool to play again. All the rest are like, I didn't remember this game years ago, and I don't remember it now. So,
But do those few games balance out whatever the difference is between subscription prices? Like Stray, for example.
How
much is Stray normally?
On sale on Steam at the moment. It's like 37 on Steam with its 10% off.
Stray's only available in the higher tiers, isn't it? The higher two high tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$40 on Steam. Stray.
It's like 42, I think. Yeah, something like
that.
There's enough as worth getting it for that price.
So there might not be enough games, but I assume it's still kind of worth.
Well, see, the thing is, because I've already got a whole bunch of games that, like, say if I got PlayStation first time and I didn't have any downloaded games, and I had barely any games at all, I could get the PlayStation and then get all these awesome games.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've already got them. I bought them.
It's the same with Xbox as well. If you just bought an Xbox and you get the Ultimate, exactly the same deal.
Yeah.
I think he's saying though, because the Ultimate's got like hundreds of games, and he's saying PlayStation.
Oh, but this is the new PlayStation Plus, but then there's also the PlayStation exclusive games that you get. That's not part of the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, you can go the higher tier and get all the back catalog of PlayStation.
The one thing I do like though, that's another game. I got both the Subnauticas because I wanted to try them out. So I got both of those. I want to try that second one. It's so fun. But yeah, the trials too. That they brought out for PlayStation. If you're an exclusive, you get the trial all the games before you play them, or before you buy them, like all the brand new games.
Would it be a trial like a couple minutes or something?
Yeah, remember how the
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Kind of how like Xbox does, not Xbox. EA does 10-hour trials of their games if you buy their subscription. You can play like Battlefield for 10 hours or whatever the limit is.
I did that for the new game, although not new game. It was out on PC, but now it's out on console. Spellforce 3. Yeah, I did that. I did the trial for that, and then like it took me like I played it for half an hour, and it was like, yeah, I'm buying it. So that's another game I've been playing, Spellforce 3. That's really good too. That just came out on console.
You think Stray's good so far?
Stray, yeah, so far.
Stray, right?
I haven't really gotten too far into it. Like, I pretty much know how to meow and run, jump.
Dedicated button, are you?
Yeah.
Is it worth the 37 though?
Well, at the moment for me, like I reckon it would be. I reckon it's just fun, and like the I won't give away too much, but like how this cat goes on this gets on this journey is really really funny in a way.
It's not just a cat story. Yeah. It's a full written story for it.
That little robot that's on your backpack is pretty much what drives the story, and you're just some random cat that just gets dragged along for the ride.
I can't wait to play it. I was going to pick it up after work today.
I don't think it's out physically till tomorrow anyway.
Okay, good. I'm getting it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Only digital today.
So yeah, it's pretty it's pretty fun so far. Just getting and then like if any robots are sleeping, you can walk up to them and then meow, and it wakes them up and startles them, and they have like exclamation marks for their eyes and shit when you wake them up, and that's pretty fun.
Those kind of cyberpunky, futuristic, and heaps of those games.
It's weird because you see all these robots and they're all wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Right. But so far it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun. I can't wait to play it. I thought I'd quickly, like at the start of the podcast, plug some of the events I suppose we've been doing lately. Big Wookie kind of touched on the fact that MKU, some people from MKU are in a Siege tournament run by our very own Bigfoot_NZ. So if you want to check that out, go follow his Twitch channel, right? It's only on his Twitch channel, right, Wookie?
I believe so, but there's several other streamers that are also in the tournament, and they'll be streaming from their point of view for the tournament as well.
Yeah. So if you want to find out there and then about the Siege tournament, or watch or be part of the next one, you can go check out his Twitch channel. At the moment, or about to, MKU, a lot of MKU streamers are streaming for charity, right? Starlight Foundation.
Yes, so
you want to talk about that quickly?
MKU and Juiced
With Juiced
doing a Starlight camp thing in August, all through August, but we've already a lot of us have started already, so
yeah,
you'll find a lot of the MKAU streamers and Juice themselves doing a Starlight thing.
So in affiliate
on all on all the Twitch streams.
And I was going to mention PAX Australia, but you went here.
Yeah, there's like lots of prizes and stuff that Juice themselves will be every time they hit a goal, Brian from Juice to be in challenges and giveaways and
milestones
and things. So yeah, August is when it kicks off officially, but a few of us have already started. So.
Yeah, and I wanted to briefly mention that, or most of us at MKU will be at PAX, so if you want to come find us, you'll see us around representing. I don't think there's many of us that aren't going, so I thought I'd mention that. All right, let's get on to tonight's topics. First topic is E3. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction. E3 announced back that they're going to be back for 2023. I found out through Guy Blomberg on Twitter, famously known as Yug. He announced that he'll be the business developer and business development director for E3 2023. And the convention will be run by Reed Pop, who are famous for running PAX. So how do we feel about E3 coming back as in a hybrid format? So a physical and a digital format.
I reckon it's going to be, especially run by Reed Pop, it's going to be great.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Like, and according to, I think they've already started, like, getting all the people, like contacting everyone. They've already started, like, they've already starting to get the tickets ready to be sold, like, in the next couple of months, I think. Like, they're doing it, they're, like, making sure everything's going to be ready, unlike, I think, how it usually is, where it's, like, all last minute. So, that's a bonus. So, hopefully, they're giving themselves enough time to make sure that it's going to be good. But,
yeah,
Reed Pop.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm glad it's coming back in a like a physical form. You know what I mean? Like, I do think that those kind of because it's coming in. You can go there, get your tickets, and go there, and then it's got its digital version too. I always thought like the digital versions were just. I don't think they're that great, to be honest. I think that part of the fun is going there and seeing the people and seeing those events firsthand and just sitting behind your desk. So I'm excited to see it coming back, and might even be able to check out. I'll probably check it out digitally myself because that's its benefit though. Like is that you can see it.
As an Australian, yeah.
Yes.
We can't all just fly to LA.
It has a greater reach that way. Yes.
Yeah. What do you want to say, Book?
Oh, I'm about to say, Reed Pop has a terrific track record of having awesome events such as PAX, and them getting behind E3 is fantastic. And having that digital, of course, like we all watch E3 because if we can't attend, we'll all watch it online, and of course we're going to be attending the digital content for it. And it'd be great to be there. And it's good to see physical events happening again. It's all good.
What do we think the challenges might be bringing it back after what hasn't been on since 2019?
Yeah.
Is that when COVID hit? 2019?
End of 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have it. I think they had it 2019.
Yeah.
And 2020 was cancelled, and then they did a digital one.
The 2021.
2021, or they might have canned it.
Oh no, sorry, they 2020 and they missed 2021.
Yeah, and then they had a digital one this year.
Do we still think there's a? Do we still
unofficial.
think there's a health concern at all doing it coming back like that?
I mean,
I think that's why they're starting so early. I think they're
Booking everything in now.
like I think they're trying to like once we get everything sorted, then we can sort of make it as safe as possible, and we give ourselves enough time to actually get that done. But like, then again, a bunch of people in a room, like you can only be so safe. But
I think the health thing's going to always be a concern anyway. I think I mentioned to you, Matthias, that there was a convention in the US that was still looking at using the health apps. Was it you that I was talking to about it?
I think so.
Comic-Con are still going to be using a health check system for their conventions. So you need to have the health check app installed, which pulls down your medical history, make sure you are clear of COVID before you go to the convention. So
but ours doesn't even have your medical history attached.
well, that's just over there. It's called Health Check. The app is called Health Check app or something.
I feel like that would bottleneck the physical.
That's what they're
attendance.
doing at the next coming up Comic-Cons. Will that happen next year? Is E3's next year? It's not this year, is it?
That's actually
Yeah,
Whether that's the same, whether they do that next year for that, I don't know. But I think the concern's always going to be there.
yeah.
COVID's not
Like
gone
the
anywhere.
health risk is gonna be our lives now. I think
Yeah.
it's just how we manage it. I think it's just education. Like I watched a Twitter post today because PAX is going on in Amsterdam or no.
TwitchCon
that's
is going
TwitchCon.
on in
TwitchCon in Europe.
Amsterdam, yeah.
Yeah, and someone tweeted something like, people are just ignoring things that should be common sense now, like cleaning their hands, or if you're sick, wearing a mask. Someone complained about people coughing right in their face next to them. Like, it's
Or not
all
even covering their mouth.
No, just coughing
Oh,
like we live in a new world, and
Matthias is gonna have a
people
panic attack.
yeah. So
I
this
do.
person said they were scared
I
to go
can't
to
stand it.
Australia.
You should have seen it when we went to the movies. I can't stand it, bro. It freaks me out.
Yeah.
I'll hold your head.
You should have.
But yeah, this person was like showing genuine concern because they want to go to PAX Australia, but they're worried that people are just going to be morons.
Wear a mask. I'll probably wear a mask.
I'll be wearing one, especially this time around. I will, for sure.
Oh, just cosplay
you
as
gotta
someone
travel.
from Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, or scorpion mask.
Well,
I got one that's.
mask.
I got a really good one that I'll maybe talk to Turn about. It covers the beard, so it
Katana.
doesn't crease the beard.
Oh, I've seen those ones. Yeah, it's
like a hairnet.
No,
No.
That'd be
it
pretty
just
No,
sits
no.
over it like a normal mask, but it doesn't end under the chin. It comes
Keep
down.
going, yeah.
Wow.
It's like a bib for the mask as well. Yeah.
So the app that Comic Con in San Diego is called Clear, and it is a Health Pass Plus app.
Does it say that had full medical history,
It
or is
says,
it just like your?
It
history?
says that
that would fly here.
it says you'll need to use the Health Pass to confirm health and safety requirements before entering the event. Upload your proof of vaccine before arriving to the event, and
We got proof of
a
vaccine.
negative COVID test
Yeah.
result within 72 hours.
Queensland had a similar one, which was the vaccine. You had to have the government MyGov and then link it with your first vaccine.
Yeah, so I think they're holding on to that system still.
I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask people to have like a test before they, like the night before they go or something.
Well, 72 hours prior to the event.
It's still ways away too. They might even change that yet again. For all we
That's what
know.
I'm saying. It maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
I don't want to sound like Thanos, but it's kind of the inevitable, right? You go to a
Yeah,
big open space, there's probably going to be one in maybe every couple of hundred that's probably COVID
Shit.
positive.
I travel. Whenever I travel, like I get home and I end up getting sick for like a week.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's just from fucking going on holidays. Like,
When I used to go to Sydney all the time, I always used to come home sick.
yeah.
Just from getting on
That's
planes.
flying on a plane.
But the most common thing that would always happen, we've all had it happen to us after going to a con, is con flu.
Mm.
Someone will always get
Can
sick
confirm.
after a con, And this was even before COVID. Someone, that amount of people together, someone's going to be coughing, someone's going to be sneezing, someone's going to go there sick, no matter what. It's because it's an event that you just kind of have to be at. And Conflu's a normal thing, even before it, COVID. So it's just going to be COVID. It's one of those things. But having that app, like Queensland had it, the vaccine app, and then they scrapped that after a while. But we'll see
To
what
be
happens.
fair, they probably won't do a lot because a lot of them have even put down mandates about having to be vaccinated. So
Well, it's not
suppose
saying you
up
have to
to
have
someone's
a
own prerogative.
proof of vaccine. It just says you either need to show it or at least a negative test 72 hours before. So
Oh, that's all right. That's
So
Oh, so you
we-
could be unvaxxed and still
you can
get
be
in.
unvaxxed,
Yeah.
and at least you have you got to either show your vaccine proof of vaccine or
show
a
you've
negative
tested.
test within 72 hours beforehand.
One of my questions to you guys is: do you think, even before E3 kind of got the COVIDified, like there were signs that devs were kind of over the whole E3. Remember, PlayStation dropped out of 1 year, and that was starting to happen around that time.
Yeah,
Do
because
you think they have the power to start bringing game developers back on board, or do you think it's going to be quite a small event?
It's not, they didn't go anywhere. They just
No.
moved out of the convention hall into their own. That could have been something to do with just cost too much to do a presentation in here. We're going to go and do it ourselves somewhere else.
Yeah, but they didn't want to be classed as E3. They classed themselves as their own showcase.
Well, they did an interview with the general manager or the CEO of was it ESA? The guys who run E3. And he was saying like one of the questions was like, oh, how do you feel about like trying to get like all the big developers back again? And he didn't really say too much on it, but he didn't seem too worried about it.
Good.
So I think with Repop taking charge, it might be a little bit easier too. Because like I haven't seen
I think
PlayStation
having someone like
back out of that.
Repop in charge of it is a lot different
Mm.
because their purpose is not just they're to promote as well, and they do pretty good at doing that. So.
They don't just understand games; like they understand a convention.
They run a convention. Their number one is just running events.
Yeah, that's
and
what they do all
promoting
year.
them.
Is this their first time doing an
there.
E3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
They've always handled all the PAX here, PAX wherever all the PAXs are across the world.
New York Comic Con
and Oz Comic Con as well. And
New York, New York Comic Con.
Well, to be fair, right, if Xbox and PlayStation keep buying everything, it's just going to be Xbox on one side of the hall, PlayStation on one, and
there's going to be like
three
tonal
little
spot for
indie guys
Nintendo.
up the back. And Nintendo.
Nintendo's going to have like a little square.
The big.
We're going to come on a booth.
The green, blue, and the red. The three hard hitters. Funny enough, though, bringing up Nintendo, this has nothing to do with what we're doing, but they bought a animation studio.
Yeah, I did actually saw that today.
Yeah, so they can have their own TV and film and
like Pokemon
more animation.
It's a good direction. It's a good direction because they have a lot of IP that they can use for animation. Like seeing another animated Mario series.
Yeah, can you
right? Or maybe
Kirby.
Zelda.
Kirby. Zelda, yeah.
Zelda. So seeing that IP up on the screen, not just up on the movie screens, might actually be good.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
It makes you realize what a big hard hitter they are. Like you do joke around about Nintendo, but damn, they got their fingers in some pies.
Oh, they're quiet giants.
Yeah,
they're definitely up there.
They're
for
quiet
sure.
giants.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. They're very quiet giants compared to Xbox. They don't need to shout their names.
Yeah, well, they've got stable IPs that just
Games
never
speak for
die.
themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
no matter even if it's bad, Pokemon will always be popular.
Yeah, it's true.
No matter how many weird, no matter how many weird shit they bring out.
So it's like, oh, that one didn't go so well. Next one has to be Pokemon.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I still want to
Anything
play
in
the
between's
Arceus
a
game.
filler. Alright, this is probably more of a brashy segment, but I think Matthias is a bit, I don't know, are you into Final Fantasy, Matthias?
I played the remake. I played the remake and I actually had a good time. I'm not like fully in depth in it, like probably like you, Brashy, but I know bits and pieces enough to get me by, I suppose.
I'm completely like
I know zip about it.
Zip.
So I'm going to sit back and listen.
Yeah.
On my screen, like, it's Brashy, Matthias, and Wookiee above me. You guys are the floor.
Yeah, I played the original 7 and 8, and that's as far as I went.
No, so this is you guys. So Brashy wanted to have a bit of a spotlight on Square Enix at the moment.
Well, yeah, they can't like because I think I think the original question is is Square Enix, so there's a hit and what we miss at the moment. And actually, to be honest, I reckon it's gonna be a hit. Like because they're like, oh, I know you guys are waiting for Final Fantasy Rebirth. I'm like, and they're like, oh, so why are you waiting? Here's a Crisis Core remake, the Crisis Core Reunion, and so they're throwing that out, and that's meant to be coming out end of this year or towards the end of this year.
Crisis Core, that's
like,
one with Zach, right?
Yeah, yep, that's Zack and Sephiroth and Angel and Genesis. So I'm pretty excited for that because Crisis Core was only ever on the portable
PSP.
Was it PSP or was it
The PSP? I'm pretty sure. It's
Switch?
Bro, that was ages ago.
No, I'm pretty sure it was PSP. I remember like when it came out. I remember my friend had a PSP and he was playing it. I got to play a bit of it.
Yeah, because that's the only one. That's pretty much. I think that's the only Final Fantasy game I haven't played was Crisis Core because I never had a PSP. So I was a little bit sad, but yeah, now they're bringing it back out on the remake version of it. So I'm like,
Is that going to be PlayStation 4 and 5 or just 5?
I have a feeling it's just gonna be 5 because I think all of these games they're bringing out now, like all the new Final Fantasy bringing out now, are all run off the new system.
Well, I did read that the PS5, they're exclusive PS5 because they wanted to bring out the quality that you wouldn't be able to get with a 4.
Yeah.
So they're trying to bring you because it was like the biggest memes and jokes about like the terrain in certain parts when you're looking at the remake on the 4. So like there's all this like all this new lighting done and all that stuff that they've done. So that's why it's a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah. So they had to basically make sort of 2 different games. They had like
They're making it on a new engine.
PS4 game and then the PS5 game. And like, well, why are we making 2 games with new console? We'll just make the PS5, and that way we can just do the Flash game, and that's it. Which is bad because a lot of people still have PS4 and still can't get their hands on PS5, which is unfortunate. But well,
they're just trying to bring the best experience to for their game.
What are they making it? What are they running it on?
Like they're running on the
Unreal.
Unreal 5, I think.
Yeah, cool.
I think is 5 the new one. I think it's 5 the new one.
I don't remember.
There's so many Unreal Engine. But yeah, besides that, they've got the new Star Ocean coming out, Star Ocean Divine Force. Which I played a few of the Star Oceans. I think I did a review, a remaster of a Star Ocean.
Was it the one that had like multiple like discs at one point?
The original ones probably did.
I think it had like 4 or 5 discs. It was crazy.
Because Star Ocean was like the space version of Final Fantasy. Pretty much, yeah. So it looks pretty good, but even after like the new Final Fantasies, they've got Final Fantasy 16 coming out. They've got Forspoken coming out, which I'm super excited about. They've got Valkyrie Asylum coming out, which is basically like Square Enix style, like Final Fantasy style, near Automata style, smashed into Norse mythology. So he plays a Valkyrie, and I think the big boss is Fenrir, and stuff like that.
Now you've got my attention.
Yeah, so it's yeah, and you play as a Valkyrie, and
Is this God of War?
sorry,
Is this God of War?
no, this is just a new game from Square Enix, Valkyrie Asylum.
Oh, so
Sorry,
funny.
it's Valkyrie Elysium.
The boss in the new map on Ark. My brain goes back to Ark's memory.
But yeah, so it's you'll be fighting like a whole bunch of Norse mythology sort of bosses and stuff, but it's all in the style of like Final Fantasy, Nier Automata sort of style. So that looks pretty interesting. And the other one I was looking at was Harvestella, which is a Final Fantasy.
All Final Fantasy stuff.
No, this is just all Square Enix stuff. Like
Oh.
they're just throwing out content at the moment. And yeah, Harvestella, which is like your Harvest Moons and your Stardew Valley, except
Oh yeah.
like except as if you're playing like a Final Fantasy game. So you have a
Yeah.
farm, you build up a farm, you go out, you fight monsters and collect resources and stuff like that. So, and I love those kind of games too, because I'm a big fan of like Stardew Valley and like My Time Portia and
Animal
Harvest
Crossing.
Moons and stuff like that. I haven't played Animal Crossing because I don't have a Switch yet. Which I will get. I will get one day.
This game on Steam then. It's called Dinkum and it's like an Australian Harvest
Oh, I
Moon.
saw that. It looked alright.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Are they also remaking 10? Is 10 one with Titus from Final Fantasy? I saw something recently, I think.
I think they're remaking. Oh, I think there's rumors that they're remaking 9. The one with Zidane, with the monkey tail and about like a bunch of clone people from the moon and shit. I don't know that one. There, like that, I love that game, but the story, like, I could vaguely tell you what the story is about, but it's like so fairy tale that like it gets really confusing really quickly. But I really want them to do a remake of 8, to be honest, because 8's like one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
I think I remember 8.
Yeah, 8's the more one where like the teenage soldiers and from like their thing was they were seeds and they had their whole job was to kill the sorceress and everything like that. And yeah, I really liked that one. That was one of my favorites. But yeah, other than that, like this is something you two could talk about is Outriders.
Yeah. I've been playing that heaps lately.
Yeah, that's Square Enix.
Yeah, but I wanted to try it again. The new
Oh yeah,
DLC
that is a
is
Square
beautiful.
Enix game.
Yeah, so
Right. They're
Just
very
blew
good
my-
at graphics, Square Enix. I will give them that. Like some of their games whack me out where I'm like, it's either hit or miss. But they are like they've got graphics like nailed.
yeah.
All their games look pretty. All their games.
Yeah, and yeah, so that, and like, I know I'm missing a couple of games, but yeah, they're just strong. And like, Forspoken's coming out in what 2 months, I think it is.
Yeah.
So
that's been on my list for a while. Actually, that one
I
I'm
think it
looking
was
forward
delayed.
to. That.
That's why it's
Yeah,
dropped off a bit.
that looks really good.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And like, I watch a lot of anime where it's like you come from a different world and you go into like a fantasy world. And that's basically what this game is. You're a girl that's from our world that gets transported to this fantasy world. So I'm like, ooh.
Oh, she's the one that flies
Right,
around
yeah,
and stuff, right?
Yeah, flies around
Yeah.
and like attacks the wolves with like the vines from the ground and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm just so excited for that one.
It's got a very expensive pre-order, isn't it? It's like 140 or something.
I think if you get the I think it's like 159 if you get the
Damn.
Ultimate Edition. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just the standard. But
Yeah, I think the standard's like 100 120 or 100 and something like 110. Yeah. But I think most games nowadays are going to be like most games that have that kind of quality are going to be that much, and they're all going to have their bugs like usual, but we suffer through it.
Yeah, you just have to look at the God of War special editions.
Mm.
Everything is expensive, man.
But Square Enix is just throwing out games now, and with actually we're talking about that later, so I'll leave it for now. But yeah, like they've and like Final Fantasy 14's still going strong. Like I jumped back on that the other day as well.
That's the online one, hey, that MMO one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tox plays that all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
I've
I
been told to
jumped
get
back
on
it, so-
it too. It's free to
Yeah.
play, right?
And
No.
Red Graze loves
No?
it too.
No, it's
Is it
a
subscription based?
Yeah, subscription based.
Oh,
But
there's like a
like,
trial, right? There's like a small
yeah,
trial.
30 day trial. Yeah.
How much is it a
But
month?
I think I pay like yearly. I pay
Oh,
all my shit yearly because it's always cheaper yearly.
yeah.
So if I think I said it before, but yeah, if you are getting the PlayStation exclusive, get yearly because if you buy monthly in a year's worth, it's about $200 and something Australian, and then if you buy it yearly, it's like 140. So
That's pretty good.
yeah, so it's a lot cheaper just to buy it for the year. And you might as well just pay up one off payment, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. So yearly is the way to go if you are going to get it. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Square Enix just coming out hard. Because I think this is also Square Enix. There have been photos of Hideo Kojima. He's starting a new project, and it looks like it's a second Death Stranding.
Oh,
Possibly.
really?
Oh, okay.
Possibly. Nothing's been confirmed, but there's a photo, and there's a photo that's blurred because it's got like it's a photo of the director's chair with Hideo Kojima on it, and then there's like blurred people in the background, and it looks like Norman Reedus walking in the background. So it's only
Yeah, I'm
speculation at the
excited,
moment.
and then you
I hope
said
he's
Death
got-
Stranding, and I'm like, oh.
Hope he's got
I
pants
love
on
Death
this thing.
Stranding, but I love Death Stranding. I thought it was fun.
It was intense. I did
was.
enjoy it.
It's just Norman Reedus, but in a
But
different...
it did need a bit more action in it, or better action, I should say.
But
yeah, no,
or just action.
I
Action
think
as in
towards
like
the end, yeah.
yeah, like more like because you end up getting a gun towards the end, like shoot guns and stuff, and yeah. But like this, like
20 hours
even though
later.
you get a gun now, you can and you can run like even with the newer version, you can drop kick people now, which is fun.
You can drive vehicles and stuff now, hey?
Yeah, drive vehicles, and you can actually create like a racing track, and you get to race on it
Bridges
against
and
other people and stuff. Yeah, so it is confirmed that Hideo Kojima is coming out with a new game, but there's speculation on what it is. And some people are saying, "Oh, Death Stranding 2," because there's a blurry picture of what looks to be Norman Reedus in the background.
He's up to some stuff, eh? Because didn't he also like get like a little sneaky into the Xbox showcase earlier this year?
I think so. He's a bit everywhere at the
He's
moment.
got his finger in his pie. I reckon he's playing the game.
But yeah, like it is. It's looks like it is a PlayStation, going to be a PlayStation game because in the background they did have a developer's PlayStation in the background as well.
He was at the Xbox thing, wasn't he? Saying he was doing a
I
project
reckon-
for them as well.
Yeah, I reckon he's got no allegiance to anyone because he knows where the money's at.
Well, this might be a sign that he's going back to Sony.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows?
I'm sure
I'm just excited that
Probably a multi-platform game.
No. Yeah. Oh, they're showing the and it's also showing the PlayStation. Was it PlayStation VR-y sort of type stuff there as well? Or the motion cap, sorry. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah. So.
Interesting.
That's Square Enix dudes. A lot of shit coming out, and yeah, people are worried that the new Final Fantasy because they're bringing out the Crisis Core remake that it's going to be extended to 2024 now for the second part of Final Fantasy remake or Rebirth. But there are people saying, well, it shouldn't because they've got all of their models and that done from the first one, so they should basically be able to throw them on there and just have to do new artwork, which realistically doesn't actually take as long as people think it does. So it could still be a 2023 release for the second part.
I also heard that Red's going to be able to be played in it too.
Yeah, Red 13's going to be a playable character now. Yep. And then so will Yuffie, and should be getting.
These all go
hopefully,
Red 13's a
dog.
It's a dog.
Yeah. He's a cool dog that talks. Red 13, Yuffie. There should be Catseath or whatever how you pronounce it. Cat Seath or something.
I heard there was a little of a question whether that there wasn't enough air mobility from the first one. So like with Yuffie joining the fray and becoming playable, that she could basically be doing combos out her ass and keep you in the sky. You know, like as long as you wanted.
I think that's and also why they brought out Integrate, because they've got the two different battle systems, and I think they're like going to mash those two battle systems together. So because Yuffie's in the Integrate, when you're playing as Yuffie, she does a lot of the high flying attacks and everything like that. So she'll be able to like combo them well with like Tifa and stuff like that. But apparently there's only going to be 3 parts. They were only actually going to do 2 parts, but I think they're sort of now leaning that they're going to be doing 3 parts to the game, and they and people were worried about them going to be condensing the game, but apparently, according to them, they're like, no, it's going to be the full game, and everyone's worried about it being like going to be changed and like it's going to stick straight, like it's just going to stick to the story. There's just going to be more. Like how you got to interact more with like Jesse and Biggs and Wedge in the remake. It's sort of gonna be like that. There's just gonna be the same game. There's just gonna be like new conversations and more backstory on different characters and stuff like that.
I also heard that like with the order of like locations you would visit, people were worried that it would stray too far from like the original stuff, but it's like they said that it would either be like further away you would reach that area or it would be closer. But there's no omitted, like it's a little shuffled, you know, but there's nothing that strafes from the original. It's either further or closer when you be playing.
I'm super excited, and I kind of wish I can just fast forward to 2023. But there's so many
PS5s by then as well.
There's so many Square Enix specific games coming out that I'm so keen for, so I can't wait.
We should have a podcast that's just Brashy talking about Final Fantasy. I reckon we could fill up a whole season, bro.
Yeah, I think that was like an hour into it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note, let me get to my second part. No, okay, no.
Part 2
You know what? That wouldn't surprise me.
I'll
we'll move on a little bit. We'll say some Final Fantasy for next So our third point of the evening is I actually haven't I wanted to keep up to date on this, but I haven't looked into it. But I don't think they've released a statement. Ubisoft recently have decided to as of September 1 remove some of their games from their Steam. Okay, even if you own it or you own parts of it. Making them essentially broken or partly unusable. And they've been baiting people a little bit because some of the games they plan on removing in 2 months, they've put on sale for 75% off. So, do we think this is like a horrible tactic? Do we think this is going to be a common thing? Do you think games deserve to close down some of their older games? And
first of all, did they or did they not backtrack on it?
They did not backtrack on it.
No.
I thought I read that.
Yeah, saying that they backtracked.
I thought I read that they backtracked.
They pulled it.
They said that they were stopping or removing games from the store. If you bought them already or owned them digitally, you couldn't even play them once they left.
Yeah,
then
that was the original.
Then I thought I read that that's not the case. You still will be able to play your games.
Because that would be pulling from the store. That's pulling from your library then.
Yeah.
They will literally be.
No, that's what they originally said.
They're taking away parts which make the game unplayable. So you still own the game, but you can't play certain parts of it.
Like online
use
parts
DLCs.
or certain DLCs.
So they're kind of half telling the truth and half not telling the truth.
Well, I heard they were completely taking away Assassin's Creed Liberty.
Yeah, Liberation, yeah.
Liberation, yeah.
Yeah. So
I heard that one was getting completely taken away.
Do you think that's shady business?
There's also rumors that
you own the rights to it, like till it's over.
Well, there's also the rumor that they're selling.
Yeah.
It's not
Um,
the first time Ubisoft's been in a little bit of
Yeah.
controversy.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like every 2 years now. No, not really.
But there's
But yeah.
a
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, it's like back in 2020 with the Me Too movement, and they got a lot of sexual misconduct, and now this is their latest thing. I don't know, but it's Ubisoft. Like, we still buy their games.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard they could be selling. Like completely selling out, like giving up all their stuff to someone else.
Do you reckon they'll be bought out by someone bigger?
Yep.
Xbox.
Well, that's the rumor that's going on, and there was a rumor like was it Xbox, and now I think the latest one is now that it could be Sony because PlayStation is just now getting all of the Assassin's Creed games for free.
I mean, if I could pick like the big three, like we were talking about earlier, Ubisoft does seem to fit into like a PlayStation type style of gaming.
Yeah, because I just noticed on my PlayStation already there's the whole get the Assassin's Creed kit, and it's the first trilogy, and then all like Black Flag and all the rest of them.
Well, don't forget all the Far Cry games that goes.
Yeah, Far Cry.
So,
as
so
well.
the game that triggered it was Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Liberation. Yeah.
That's what triggered it. They said as of December 1, they were pulling it won't be playable. Then they backtracked and said that no, the game will be playable even after the online elements are turned off. So it's the online portion of the game that won't be.
Yeah, so you can only play the single player game.
So even though they're going to pull it from you for not being able to purchase it anymore, you own it, you can still play it, but you can't.
Yeah, you
play
can't do the
any of the online.
multiplayer. Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
triggered it.
So it says
That'd be
the thing I'm
all the
reading here
DCs.
says
the
Ubisoft is
DLCs,
shutting
isn't
down
it?
all DLCs for their delisting titles, so they're
Yeah.
obviously doing more than one, along
there's
with
like
multiplayer
15,
support for these
right?
games.
Yeah, something like that. I heard.
I hope they
Yeah.
don't affect Siege, because that's a.
Oh,
That's probably one
that
of the
is their
biggest
bread and
sellers,
butter,
right?
bro.
Like,
That's probably
Yeah.
one of the biggest money makers at times. So it appears that all DLC and online features would be the only thing affected by upcoming decommissioning.
Yeah.
And the current owner of said titles will still be able to access, play, or re-download those games at their convenience. But do you think it's a little bit shady that they're going like, 75% off this game, but we're going to decommission it in 2 months?
Well, it could be the 75% just to make up for that shady move. Someone probably came around and made this, great idea to do that in the first place, to, pull it, and then someone probably went, well, that's a terrible idea. Turn it back, turn it back on, and then to make up for it, do the little discount, and then.
See, I don't know how the digital rights thing works. Like, do you only own it if the game's
I believe
physically actually available to?
I believe you own the some sort of rights to it. Like they could so there's like the publisher, they can request like Steam and all those they can fill out a form and to completely remove the game from libraries. They have that because you don't have the game, you own a right to the game.
Yeah,
kind
right
of
to
thing.
use the game. Yeah.
So they can fill out a form and have that removed if they I believe it's something they can do.
And I reckon with the 75% sale, I reckon
That'd be a dick move, though. To be honest,
that reinforces. Well, for me anyway, the feeling that they're selling. They're like, oh yeah, we're pulling all this shit, we're putting everything on sale, and then they're gonna hand off their company and be like, all right, we're gonna take all that money we just got, and the money that we're getting for selling, and we're gonna book out.
Yeah, it could be that. Or they could be working on something really big and they need all hands on deck.
Ubisoft is one publisher that has more studios,
places around the
more
world,
of their
right?
own studios around the world than anybody.
Yeah, well, haven't they already closed? Didn't they close a couple?
I have no idea. They've got heaps. Yeah, big acquisition if that's the case.
They're just gonna
I think it was 3.9 billion. I think it was last estimate that because I was reading about it on Sunday, that they're looking at that their company would be worth about $3.9 billion if someone was to try and buy it. And they're actually, but they're gotten worse. 'Cause I think it was like 4.2 billion, and then it got dropped down to 3.9 billion.
Probably Elon Musk, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Back,
Probably Matthias.
backtracking out of the
I
was
don't
it
have
put up?
3.4 billion. I got $20. You can take that, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it will be
Titles are gonna-
keep your eyes on Ubisoft.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like something's happening in the winds there.
But
This one just says
Skull and Bone. No, was it Skull and
Bones? Yeah.
Skull and Bones? Yeah, yeah. Who's excited for that? I am.
Well, actually, that segues into our next thing. So Skull and Bones is due on November 22. It's been in development since 2013, and it got its first trailer reveal in 2017, and we're only just hearing about it now. Is it 5 years too late for Skull and Bones? Is the pirate sailing the seven seas fascination dead?
No.
No,
Is it the kind people actually want still?
I'll always want to be a pirate.
Look at the reputation that like Black Flag has. It's still replayable to this day. You know, like I've gone back and touched it 2 or 3 more times because it's a lot of fun. You know, it's got similar similar elements. You know, with like the cargoing, the ship mechanics. But really, Skull and Bones is way more intricate. It's got way more going for it.
It's got, like,
That was my favorite part of
resource-
Black Flag. Like I love the pirate aspect of Black Flag. I'm like, while I was playing, like I loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag. While I was playing, it's like, fuck, I wish they got rid of this Assassin's Creed shit and just had the Black Flag part. Like that's what I wanted. And then like Xbox and PC have what's that other pirate game that everyone plays?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
They've got
Thieves.
the monopoly on like the arcadey.
Yeah, and I'm like,
pirating.
see, I'm like, even like that, even though it is like sort of arcadey and
But it's
cartoony,
done
I'm
so
like,
well.
yeah, I'm like, man, the PlayStation doesn't have that. I'm like, come on, man. And then like, oh yeah, Skull and Bones coming out soon. I'm like, ooh, tell me more about this.
I've seen that thing on.
But
My little my gamer tag's Brash Rackham, and I got Rackham from Jack Rackham or Calico Jack, the pirate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man, the only pirate that had females on the ship.
Oh, they have that character in Black Sails. Have you ever watched the TV show Black Sails?
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
that
show's
Calico
so good.
Jack is really a really good character, but yeah.
I don't know. For me,
we'll see.
the more I look at it, the more it looks old and dated a little bit. Like they've got that really cool cinematic trailer, but some of the other things I've seen in articles and like videos and stuff, it's starting to look a bit. I actually think we might be disappointed.
Depends.
It
I
comes
mean,
out.
Stace for you. You like Sea of Thieves. You like
I love
Ark.
Sea of Thieves. I love Ark.
Put them
and they-
together. You got Skull and Bones.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Atlas? That game is trash.
Give it
know
one
this,
go and
right?
then just give. Yeah, I haven't even played it, but I
Atlas
remember
is
you gave it like
horrible.
one go for like a couple hours and then gave up.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Remember when
And I
Ark was
do.
trash?
Yeah, but I played Atlas, and Atlas is bad. And that's pirate.
No, but do you remember when Ark was trash?
Maybe when she never would have played it.
Never.
But see,
ever.
the thing is,
So-
like,
I'll never
so
play
boring.
it. Just never puts it down.
Even if it was the
I reckon-
same sort of graphics as Black Flag, I'd still play it.
yeah,
I
Some
love-
Assassin's
I
Creed
love
games
Black
hold
Flag.
up. They're good.
I think that it's gonna have a very like it's gonna start off like super hyped and it's gonna be like a lot of fun for people to play, and then it's gonna slow down into a nice little niche group of people. Like there's a niche group of people that play Sea of Thieves on the reg. Yeah,
Sea of Thieves.
If they give it the same touch they give Division, Siege, where it's just ongoing adding content, I think it'll be fine. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think the same.
Those are the sort of games that will die if you don't just keep it. Like
that's
even
what I'm
Sea of
saying.
Thieves,
And
Sea of Thieves almost died at one
Ubisoft
stage.
is one publisher that do keep their games going.
Yeah.
And they like a lot of cross, like, I wouldn't say contamination of all the games. So
Yeah.
you'll have like a little bit of, microtransactions, that's normal, but you'll have
Yeah.
some content be like, oh, here's a skin. You can be an Assassin's Creed character in
Yeah,
this
here's a
pirate
free
game.
mode.
Yeah. They'll be like,
Here's
oh,
an
well,
event.
exactly, here's an event, or they'll be like, oh, you can get your entire crew, but they'll kind of look like Siege characters or something like that. Who knows?
Probably like logos on sails and
They
stuff. You
just
know,
they just
Yeah,
have to do what Sea of Thieves does, even at a bare minimum, and just release a new season, some sort of event or whatever the hell Sea of Thieves.
Maybe it's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be multiplayer too, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
online.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
open world
yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. Like,
What
there's
else,
gonna be
solo
like,
co-op?
and they're gonna be like a
Yeah,
monopoly
I
of
think you
like
could
just
have
one.
crews of like up to.
Yeah,
I think if you think the same concept of like Sea of Thieves, you'll probably hit the mark.
yeah.
With, like-
There's gonna be like there's gonna be like certain groups that's gonna be like overpowered and have big ass ships with like a 12 gallon ship or whatever, and like just racks of guns and just demolish any new person trying to play.
Well, as far as I know, it's like it works under you got to put the effort in too. So it's not like you can just load into a what's the big ship of Sea of Thieves, the
Like a
brigade or whatever. Galleon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can just choose that and have a group of 4. You start off with like that small little suit, and you've got to build your way up.
Yeah,
You've got to
like
go to islands and harvest trees to make resources for your.
Hello, Mr. Roleplayer. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You've got to
Harvesting
Model.
materials. Stacey's gonna love it.
Shut up. I don't think it is harvesting materials though.
It is.
yeah,
Is it?
you can.
Is it?
You
Yeah,
have
you've got
different
to
types
harvest
of
survival
wood
game.
and stuff to build your bits and
Yeah.
pieces. Yeah.
What?
Is it survival?
Yes.
Oh, it-
Well,
Oh,
not,
yeah,
probably
well,
not
I
as
guess.
extreme as Ark, but yeah.
No. But you
What
have
is it?
different types of ships for like if you are doing that, like going out and harvesting. I think if you've designed your ship to be more of a cargo type ship, you can hold more assets in one go. You know what I mean? Like I think that was the great thing. It had you got like a cargo ships, you got like scout type ships.
Do you think communities are gonna want that though? Do you think the general public, this is a game people want at the moment?
I
If
think
they do
people.
it right, yes.
Going back to my initial
Sorry,
question.
Protest.
No. I'm sorry. I think that people love is like dominance. That's why games like this Battlefield genre is just it always shoots off pretty high. You got your Apex and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well,
And,
I was gonna say we go through waves, right?
Yeah, and people
As gamers, we
are
go
gonna
through waves.
people are gonna get on this and they're gonna want to be the biggest pirate crew from day dot. And they're gonna be trying their hardest. There's gonna be I don't know how many people can be in a crew, but yeah, they said that you can play solo or you can play in a group, but you know they're gonna want to be the best of the best.
When was Black Flag out? Don't
I
remember.
Oh,
don't remember at all.
Because was this announced?
14,
when Black
13?
Flag was like the peak of the wave, but now what if we're at the bottom of the wave? No one wants it anymore.
Well, see, I see it as like it's similar to be like similar to like Ark, Rust.
Yeah.
What's Conan?
2013. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
2013. Yeah. Yeah, like
when it
like
was
yeah,
developed.
like even Minecraft, like GTA Online, like they've all got like that. If they do it similar to like those sort of online games, like I reckon it'll find its place. Like imagine a Skull and Bones RP. That's gonna be
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Like
So-
See, that would be
that'd be so
interesting.
I
much
can
fun.
see it. Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
be played solo, or you can team up with 2 other players. And apparently, they can have up to 20 people on one server.
Is it 2 other players on your ship or their
On
own
your
ship?
in your team.
Oh, so it'd be so like
Three? Oh,
it's sort of
what
like
is it?
Rust
Such
Cap,
an
where
awkward
Rust
number.
has like a cap of like you don't have 6 people in a party.
Yeah. I did see them say like you can make a friend and then like you can invite him to your group. So I'm guessing that
You can
There
have
should
3 on
be
your
included
team.
they would
or
have been
on
included in your fleet, right?
And it is a live
Hello.
service game. It's,
I did hear
That makes me more skeptical. 20 on one server is pretty low, and only having
Yeah.
3 in a crew, that's pretty naff. To me.
I did hear about one mechanic though that did sound pretty interesting, and it was the
how many servers people are on a Sea of Thieves server?
I don't think there's that many on the Sea
No,
of
I don't
Thieves
think
server.
there's 20 at all.
Yeah, you can run into like 5 boats, and if they're all galleys, what's that? 16?
What
It's a
about
sh-
20? 20 as well.
Well, galleys
So,
only
like-
like what, 5 people?
Galleys.
Well, I think
cool.
less people on server probably won't be too bad, and like they might
Hey.
start ramping it up after a time, depending on how it goes. Because like 20, try imagine 20. Well, it had to be more than 20. If there's, it has to be like multiples of
Sea
3.
of Thieves
Surely.
is only 24 as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know. Sea of Thieves never pictured it as like a massive all out. This has kind of been advertised as like
Well, I
big
suppose like
Cold War.
but yeah, like there'll be other things like in same as Sea of Thieves. Like you'll right, I'm sure there'll be like the English Armada and the Spanish fleet that you
Yeah.
have to try and navigate around. So you have to worry about them.
Like,
Then you have to also
don't
worry
have
about the
to-
other pirate
Pirateers.
crews and stuff like that. You'll have to worry about.
This
You have to
thing
worry
was,
about just NPC
PvE
pirates.
though, right? PvE pirates. Yeah,
Yeah,
NPC
PvE pirates. Yeah,
You're
NPC
pirate
pirates.
hunters too, so like you gotta.
Yeah.
There's a lot to worry
There's
about.
gonna be a lot to worry about. On top of that, then you've got like the 18 or 21 other people on the server.
Yeah, upset if there's not sharks and stuff like that can.
Yeah,
I
that's just,
assume
that's just, yeah,
I
that's
assume
right.
there'll
That's
be
just
sharks.
that's just 20 real players, and you got all the
all the
NPCs.
Plus you have-
NPCs, yeah.
everything else. Weather, I'm assuming as well.
And in comparison, GTA Online is only 30.
Yeah.
Plus, I believe you do also have to worry about your crew on the ship because if you don't maintain their morale, i.e., I guess feeding them, I guess they
Paying them.
and they want to raid all the time, like and loot. So if you don't do it, then they'll your own crew can form a mutiny against you.
Like what Calico Jack to Captain Vane.
You're a nerd.
Well,
Well, I
like
don't
he
know.
doesn't play video games.
I guess I don't know. I guess we'll watch
We'll
this
have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah,
because we
Oh, there is?
predicted all this stuff, and if it's not in it, I'm gonna be upset now because you
Yeah,
now
like-
convinced me. Maybe I should be happy.
I'm
I'm very
excited
skeptical.
for it. I can't wait.
I think it's got some nice elements. Like there's also like there's fort raiding and stuff, which is kind of like you did in Valhalla.
Oh,
It's
Valhalla,
really-
yeah.
Yeah. You
Right. Oh, that'd be
plunder
cool.
it. Oh, Black Flag had it too. Yeah, you do those little castle things.
Yeah, it's
And I
castles.
guess-
You have to fuck shoot your cannons up and try
Yeah.
and destroy all the castles.
Sea of Thieves has got fort rating as well. Just things.
Yeah.
But is it being
Oh.
released around the same time as something else, though? That's going to be the problem.
Yeah, that's also.
Nice.
November release, is it? Or
November, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I think that's well. I think it might be around the same time as the Crisis Core is coming out.
Oh, Final.
When does God of War come out?
October?
Oh,
I think.
yeah, a couple months.
Ooh, yeah, I suppose that's pretty close, right?
It's like mid-October, I think. It was like 17, maybe.
Yeah, because I think Forspoken's September, and then God of War's October, and then this the Skull and Bones is November, and I think Crisis Core I think might be December.
Skull and Bones is November 8.
I can tell you. November. Oh, God of War, November 9. Skull and Bones, November 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
I was thinking in my
God.
brain, I'm
What?
pretty sure this game's coming out like a day
Uh,
difference of something big. And I thought, is it God of War? I can't remember.
That's not good.
That's
That's gonna be rough. Well,
Resident
actually no, I
Evil
should have known that because I
Rebirth.
was reading the
28th of October.
Ubisoft tweets, and there was a Ubisoft tweet that I saw somewhere in one of like some dude right there. He's like, God of War is overrated anyway. It's gonna be shit. Same with GTA. I can't wait for Skull and Bones. And then some other dude
To
just
be
like,
honest, it's probably
yeah,
not
the
too
dude just
bad.
replies, "Sit down."
It's probably not too bad because, I mean, people will play God of War and then not play
Yeah.
it. It'll be one
And
of those.
Modern Warfare
No one
2,
cares about.
October 28th. Yeah, but COD always claps.
Somebody said it first.
Even if you like
Actually, I do care about that. I do want to play the multiplayer.
Modern Warfare 2 is great.
So probably not too bad.
Well, no more
Honest.
BR.
Someone will,
right?
they'll play
just-
God of War through the single
Yeah,
player
yeah.
and then maybe
Is God of War straight to PS5?
yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
PC.
Oh.
PC will probably come after.
Yeah, but I think it's PS5 release.
I don't think it's on PS4.
Not
I'm
sure.
not sure.
On here, it doesn't have PS5 only in brackets, so I don't know. Might be. The last thing I think I really.
Oh no,
had-
it is on PS4. No, it's not on PS4.
Make up your mind.
It is or it isn't.
He does.
I don't know.
Anyway, the last thing I have listed down to talk about, but we kind of already said we don't really know much about this topic, is that EA's announced Skate 4.
It is on
called Skate.
PS4, by the way. Yeah.
Well, there you
Skate,
go.
full stop. Is that
Skate.
right? Skate. Skate
Yeah.
4 is called
So it's not going with the X numbered title for some reason.
Yeah. Well, you said it was got microtransactions and stuff, right?
Yeah, it'll be free to play with
Free to play.
microtransactions, and even though Skate was the original name for the very first Skate game that came out in 2007 or something.
I'm hoping that they went with
Yeah,
the
so-
I'm hoping they went back to just Skate and free to play, so they can just keep expanding on. Just add things to it. Want to buy it? Sure.
It'll be all cosmetics, right?
Yeah, oh,
Very
definitely.
imagine so.
For the players and stuff.
Maybe
I'm
maps.
hoping they just add new levels,
Oh yeah, 2007. You pretty much nailed
battle
it.
pass. I don't know. Now the more I think about it, it might be pretty cool actually.
And it's not affiliated at all with the original person. It's
Yeah, it's
literally new maps and stuff.
oh yeah, new maps. Yeah, it's because in the series it's Skate, Skate 2, and then Skate 3. So it's not the first time they've just kind of changed the name and
Just thrown a whole bunch of ideas at a wall and threw a dart and went, oh yeah, we'll go back to the original name.
yeah, why not? It's all right. It's online, different from all the others. All the others were single player,
Oh, so you're gonna have an online play? Is it like
I
a?
would imagine it'd
Friendly
have to be
friends.
free to play.
Yeah.
Free to play battle pass online.
You're literally gonna drop out of sky from a battle bus. That's literally
That'd
what
be
it's gonna
good.
be.
I
Oh my god!
think it's probably just a helicopter type of game. It is.
Nah, it'll be just
Probably
meeting. It'll be so. How I picture the online portion is the way 2K do with their NBA games now. How they have the little city. What's it called? The city. I think it's just called the city, and you can just meet up and literally run around the city with your friends and line up.
So the new game will be set in San Vansterdam, San Vanfit. I can't pronounce it.
I mean, if they put battle royale in their game, I want a 1% cut because that was my idea.
They
yeah,
won't do battle royale.
start hitting just bit people with your skateboard. Just
Yeah, you just skate into them. Headshots. Anyone else got any gaming news I would like to bring to the floor?
Marauders will be doing their next beta, starting from the 20th to the 25th. So those who have the game pre-ordered will be able to access the next beta. I played the beta from last time, and a lot of people were asking.
I think our existing stores, Simon, should automatically let you in.
Yep. Yeah. It should. Hopefully, I was really addicted to it last time.
Yeah, I
and
even enjoyed it. That was pretty fun. The few games I had with you.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable, and a lot of people on Twitter were just hammering them, saying, "Hey, look, when's the next one?" And just, I'm looking forward to what they've added to it this time.
Definitely needed more stuff though. Yeah.
Oh, it did, 100%. But the time that we did have, it was really enjoyable.
What do you do in this one? I don't know much about it.
It's Tarkov in space, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
The cycle.
yeah. Oh, you get your little ship. Your
breach
little
people's
scout
ships
ship,
and raid them, and it's crazy.
But
Yeah,
you
it's
might like
really
that
fun.
much, guys.
Yeah, does this sound like something I would be into?
Yes.
Good first-person
Yeah, I know
shooter.
you already.
Yeah, really fun. Was that? Yeah, that comes out from the 20th, so that's technically tomorrow for us, to the 25th.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah, on Steam, or well, PC users. What else?
So you're saying I got to go buy it now?
Yeah, grab it. So you'll have it.
Hold
there.
off. I might be able to get a couple more codes.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go. You might get your first perk of being in a stream team, bro.
We can.
Actually, no, just buy it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyone else got some little tidbits? I got one little
Um,
tidbit.
I got one.
Um,
You go.
Yeah, Blizzard have oh, this is so. I think this is so lame. But Blizzard are offering free alpha codes to Diablo for if you get a like Diablo themed tattoo
Oh, nice.
and send them evidence and stuff.
I think they did that one other year.
Yeah, so if you get a Blizzard actual themed tattoo inked to your body, they will give you a alpha code to, I think alpha code to.
What do you mean a
Diablo
Blizzard
4.
theme? Like, could it be something like from like WoW or
One of
something
their
like that?
something
No, it's
from
got
the
to be a
franchise.
Diablo themed.
Oh,
It's gotta be
Diablo.
Diablo
Yeah,
themed, and they will give
so
you
I'll
a
just get
Diablo
the what was it? The skull on the
on the front.
front. Just get that tattooed.
What's his
yeah.
name?
Yeah, I'll get a tattoo.
Yeah, it was Diablo, isn't it?
Mm.
I'd get Baal. Baal's pretty cool. Or maybe with some of the angels from 003. That would be sick. But it's still a stupid idea. I would never do it for a
It's-
request.
It's not the first time advertisement has gone in that direction where
No.
people have had tattoos and permanent areas like
You know
faces
what?
and not.
If they hadn't released that cretin of a game, Diablo Immortal, I probably would have been more susceptible for doing it.
Well, what are you talking about? Everyone's got
Not
a phone.
walking advertisement for that crappy game.
What crap?
It was crap. You didn't get as far as me. You didn't get to the point where you couldn't do anything anymore for free.
A free game? What do you expect, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even bother.
Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Anyone else?
I got two things. Two.
Yeah.
The Raft finally came out with their last chapter of the game,
Nice.
so it gets a conclusion of Raft.
Playing that today.
I've been trying for ages to try and get like a group of us to play it, but
Play
Just come on
play.
over. Come on over,
Okay.
play.
You gotta tee up all the Twitch people, bro.
I've
Yeah,
tried
definitely. There's like 3 of us playing at the moment, so
Yeah,
you want,
I
bro,
ended
just
up
let us know.
download
It
it.
was like the time I tried to start the Pokemon Minecraft and only probably Striker Junior.
Gotta push
Join
it
me.
harder, bro. Gotta push it harder. But
An itinerary, just get his dad to wake him up.
I think Sons of the Forest is coming out soon
Oh yeah.
too. Apparently,
Oh yes.
seems like I can't wait for that because I like the forest
That's
and
gonna be
the
so good.
That game is
new
scary.
updated forest. Oh, I can't
Did you ever
wait.
play the first one, Stace?
Yeah.
No, but I barely watch a person play a whole game, but I tuned into every stream rifle played of the forest because it was just funny.
Did he finish it?
Yeah. It was scary, and whenever I don't want to say it because it's inappropriate, but you know how one of the monsters looks like a certain body part. Whenever that would come up on screen, seeing how awkward he was because he was streaming it, it was hilarious.
I can't wait.
Hilarious.
I
But
can't
it
wait.
was scary. It was
supposed to come in-
scary good.
That's when you're coming in October.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Of course it is.
So yeah, that's
There's
no
like
exciting.
8 players in that game. I forgot.
Yeah, I think 8 was the maximum in the original.
Yeah, in the original. So it'd be funny to
What,
have
in
like
October?
8 of us of the MKU crew stuck on an island, trying to survive against a bunch of monsters.
If I'm stuck on there with Breezy, I'm just gonna fucking walk into a cave, mate.
so pick it out here.
All right, so we're gonna tee that up then. We've definitely got.
We can see that up.
Yeah.
And I'll have my computer set up by then.
There you go.
Let's go.
Just on a little side note, has anyone seen all the new video game shows that have been slowly coming out, like the new Resident Evil show?
Yep.
Oh.
Resident Evil.
I haven't finished it. I'm like halfway.
I'm only halfway.
I've finished it, and it's interesting that they've
Gone that way.
Yeah, they've gone that way. I actually found pretty entertaining, but some of the characters do tick me off.
Yep.
I'm just on.
Yeah, I'm only up to episode 5, and some characters are just lame.
Yeah, and
I
some.
love it. I love it how much they piss me off.
yeah. It's kind of like I hate that character. All right, next.
Can't wait for them to die.
I love the
there's that. Yeah.
the main Umbrella chick. She's hot as AF too.
Oh yeah. She was in Charlie's Angels.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah, that's where she's from. Yeah.
When she was at there was that one scene where she was like really happy talking to that person. Then she turned around on her phone, and her face just dropped to like this dead serious, like evil face. And I was like, "Holy fuck, goddamn!"
Oh wait, do you mean the CEO or the
The CEO, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the CEO's out of the last Will Smith. What was it? Bad Boys, and the main
Oh,
chick. She was out of
Charlie's
Plays
Angels.
Jade.
Charlie's Angels.
He
So-
goes up to the bit where Wesker's all dressed up in his kit.
I've heard about it.
Oh,
but I
yeah,
haven't seen
No,
it.
I'm not upset
I
by it.
won't talk about it, but it's
But I was like, oh yeah, they made Wesker a scientist, and then I'm like, but like,
dude.
but like
So
the
good.
I can't remember. I keep forgetting his name, but the actor who plays Wesker, oh my god, I love him, and his voice, oh my god, I could.
He does
just
Destiny
fall-
voice,
I
right?
could- yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I could
Wait
just
till you get
fall
to Wesker
asleep.
be Wesker. So good.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I'm like. That's what I was like. I'm like,
It's
oh,
so
is he
good,
gonna be
yeah.
like? Is he not gonna be like Wesker? And I'm like, now that you said, I'm like, I can't wait now. I gotta finish it.
So even when he
There's
was
not
in
enough
the,
of it. I
in the
just wanted a whole
principal's
series
office-
around this Wesker.
Yeah. Oh.
Even in the principal's office, he was badass. You know.
Oh yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
scene
yeah.
was oh, that was
Wait.
that melted me. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
The
I-
How many people
swinging
can do
was
my
like,
job?
oh my
One.
god.
How many can do your job? 1,000.
like even I started to like shrink back, going, Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
That guy backpedaled so hard. And
I
I
so
felt like
Oh.
Wesker in that situation.
Oh,
oh,
Yeah,
so
true.
badass.
Who does my
I
job? No one.
nah.
hard. Just me.
Just me.
Yeah,
class did you
yeah, I
guys
love
play?
that.
I found an like an indie game I thought was quite interesting. It's only a small one, but the concept was really crazy. It was a game that takes literally 400 days to finish. Like you couldn't like skip it or grind it. You just had to. It was just such a small style of game where they're just character. It's called The Longing,
The what?
and it's like The Longing.
That's
Well, I haven't
It's
heard
on
of that.
Steam.
I've heard of
It's
that.
on Steam. It's but it just seemed like a crazy little game that you would just do all these little things like listen to music and shit, and I guess it takes like 400 days to like for your king to wake up that you see in the game or something. I thought it was yeah.
wait. Didn't we have someone do a review on that?
I don't know. Is that what sounds familiar?
Doesn't
That's why it
ring
sounds
a
familiar.
bell.
I do
Let me have a
believe
look.
we've had.
I'm sure.
I just seen it like on sometimes like TikTok will like have a random thing like it's gaming news will throw something at you out of the blue. You're like, oh, that's a cool looking game. So yeah,
Let's have a
sometimes I
look.
get
That's
those.
why maybe it sounds familiar.
Yeah,
That-
I'm pretty sure someone's done a review on it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We reviewed this like back in
Yeah.
March. Maddie did it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Gave
that's
it
why I said-
a 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I got a
Oh.
9 when I saw. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
I was like surprising. It was. I mean, it doesn't look like a hell of a lot when you first look at it, but like, I think the achievement of actually it taking 400 days,
We have done it.
Yeah.
giving that commitment. Yeah.
We reviewed it.
Maddie.
Mhm. All right, well, we might wrap it up there tonight.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining tonight. We have Matthias, Wookie, Brash, Subby, and myself. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials. We have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have podcasts everywhere that you could find podcasts. Anywhere else, Subby?
No.
Don't forget to hit up our merch website. We're always updating it with new stuff to make you look funky fresh. Even though this is off the old merch site, we're rocking something MK.
Yeah, I got the old one. Old zip up.
Well, but we've got a new website, True Apparel. Go check them out. Keep us number one on their buying list at the moment. And we got quite a few giveaways going on at the moment. I think the Black Phone one's finished.
Black Phone tickets to the
Or
Black
is it the
Phone
last
finishes
night?
tomorrow.
Yep. So
the Juice
head over to the Facebook page.
the Juice Jawbreaker one is now finished as of an hour ago.
Yep. All right. There you go.
And
No,
just as soon as I get off this podcast, there'll be another one that I'm about to put
Going
up
up.
for double passes to the launch screening of Nope.
No. Oh
Well,
my
that
god,
looks-
that looks
that
so
looks
good. It does look good. Hey,
So
I really want-
Universal have given us a ton of double passes to actually
Yeah.
go to the launch screening of it.
Good. So if you're in Australia and you follow MKAU, go check out the giveaway for two tickets, double pass, the note.
Oh,
Double passes, yep.
We have a few codes you can use if you want 10% off at Juiced Energy. We're rocking tonight. Type in MKAU at checkout. You can get 10%. 10%. Is it 10% off Desky?
$100 off.
$100 off your first order and get Desky if you quote MKAU. Do we have anything else? We got heaps.
Desky, Juiced, True Apparel,
True Apparel and Stream Spell.
Stream Spell, all
If you wanna freshen up the
MKAU
stream.
as the discount code.
Yeah. Don't use his content creator code for Fortnite.
What?
Alright guys, your content creator code at Fortnite.
Fortnite streamer.
Yes, if
Sub-Zero
you want to buy
2K.
anything from the Fortnite item
For the
shop,
Epic Store.
use Sub-Zero 2K.
Give him a self plug. Anyway, that's been it. You've been great. See you later, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Yep.